Alright guys, so here comes another video, me playing bronze ranked once again, hopefully trying to get a win. Unfortunately this is not a game where I win. So as usual with Sejuani, on bottom side you start red side, collect krugs, clear it out, try to hit all the krugs with your W, get the clear, and here I try to make a play, I believe. Oh, no, not yet. So after krugs, after raptors, I'm just gonna go ahead and try to look for a pick here on top. And never mind. So moving on to the blue, well, I'm gonna go ahead and just clear it out. And I'm gonna get gromped after. So today's focus on today's video is mostly gonna be about just my daily life update, a little bit of mix of gameplay as I comment on it. Fiddlesticks, this is gonna be so annoying this game, you're just gonna watch. And Nefari gets the kill, and I check their jungle, see if they didn't finish anything, and it looks like this fiddle actually cleared their topside jungle. So I'm just gonna go get my gromp now. And I let her take the Rift Scuttle, and it's just gonna go back top. We'll just push for my top laner, which doesn't really do much. I scare off the fiddlesticks, some reason he's going back in. After I scared them off, I just clear my raptors again. Very exciting bronze gameplay. So I'm gonna go here for my first back, probably try to get the void shoes with the empowered recall. This lane is really big, but at least we burn his flash. I did try to get a pick. Nefari kills Tryndamere under getting dived by him. And clear wolves for the first time, and I go back. So, regarding my recent life update, I've literally just got fired on New Year's Eve, and now I started a YouTube channel. And what I know what to do best is always quickly to find a way to pass my time. I'm not really one to stand idle. I play video games on my time off, not even on days after my job. I just play League 1 or 2 games and that's it, and it mostly used to be ARAM. But now that I'm trying to make these YouTube videos, maybe I want to try and do some ranked gameplay. These are my placements. This is one of the many losses of my placement matches. I'm probably gonna win my last placement match and probably end up in like silver 4 or something. Okay, here I'm pinging my teammate to help me with dragon. She go ahead and just gets caught after taking the whatever that fruit thing is called. And Fiddlesticks just comes in for the kill. They fear me. I couldn't come in for the snipe steal with my Q. And here I do a little bit of flame. This happens. And here she's saying, you asked help for dragon, and I tried to help get drag. And I'm like, you never came, which is true because she just killed the plant and got hit by Lux's Q and got double ulted by Fiddle and Lux. So I'm just going to continue my jungle path here, try to get 6 as soon as I can. They managed to kill bot, mid managed to kill mid. Top lane, looks like they're about to die right now. And yeah, you see, you don't necessarily need to look around the map to see what your teammates are doing. I know I have a bad habit of not seeing what they're doing at each lane, but with the HP bars on top of the mini-map, I could see that they're losing HP, mana. And here I go for like a little stop his back. That way the lane pushes and the mini wave pushes to the tower, and he won't have mana or gold or experience. Not mana, I meant to say gold and experience from the wave dying under him. So that's a little bit of a tactic play. Not a lot of people know that. You should always try to stab their backs, especially if their wave is pushing towards their tower, because they know that by the time they come back, the wave will be pushed to their tower. So now they're wasting extra time and resources. Not any resources, just wasting time. And I guess the wasted resources could be For example, golden experience, like I just said, here go with the play, he flashes, and that's it. For some reason, Mordecai ults him, which was a pretty good idea. Fiddlesticks, you saw he popped out, and I'm like, you know what, I'm out of here. Just gonna go kill my topside jungle. Actually do something productive. Okay, so I guess back to my story. So yeah, basically December 31st, a couple days ago, he just decided to fire me with no warning, with no nothing, and honestly, it doesn't really bother me. It shouldn't bother me because it's not the end of the world. It's not the first time I've been fired at any other job. Probably only got fired from 3 jobs out of the 5. Is it 5? No. I've worked in my first job was a retail job, and then after that it was another retail job and another retail job, and then ultimately ended up where I am now currently. So I think I only got fired from 2 places, so at least a 50% track record. Not exactly that impressive, but I always have a problem with, I don't really have a problem, but I have issues with authority. There's things that need to be done a certain way, and unfortunately management doesn't know how to manage. They don't know how to delegate anything. They say this needs to be done, but where is their contribution to making sure things gets done? There's no leadership. You just tell us what to do, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to get done, because nobody knows how to do it the right way. Because when something is attempted to be done, you're just told that it's wrong, and they never even show you how to do it the right way. And basically I'm just like my own boss when it comes to work. Yeah, I have a manager, yeah, I have a supervisor, but autonomously I know how to work. It's not that difficult. And regarding things that things need to be done a certain way, I do it because he told me how to do it, and it gets done your way. If you have any problems or you find my work unsatisfactory, as they say, you could just go ahead and just get rid of me or put me on another task, which luckily I am able to excel in any tasks given the retail environment, just providing sales, speedy checkout at the register, and overall just giving a good customer service experience. And a lot of people have difficulty with that. I know I did when I first started my retail job all the way back in college. I used to work in the city in a large department store called Century 21, and it no longer exists. It was a really, really good store. We're talking about 7 floors of department store madness. It basically was like Macy's, but a little bit better on their prices, because they had discounted designer brands and like random brands that honestly nobody would buy. But if you actually hunted for the good deals, you actually test out the clothes, you test out the shoes, you test out whatever thing you want to buy from them, and it's actually really good. This is before COVID. It is before anything where you actually had to go and buy something. So yeah, there's online shopping, but how would you know how the fabric feels? How would you know how the fit is? I know there is online returns, but in this day and age, we just want instant gratification. And luckily, that job was able to give me, I guess, like a wardrobe update. And I used to be severely, well, not severely, but I used to be very overweight before I started the job. And then when I started the job, I managed to lose like 70 pounds. I went down to 160. You do the math, and it was very, very good experience for me. I learned a lot of customer engagement. It was in the city. It was near the World Trade Center, and yeah, like there was nothing else that would have made me break out of my shell more than just being forced to do my job, doing customer experience. And I know how to speak Spanish, and there was a lot of Spanish customers. When I say Spanish, I'm talking about the country Spain, not people who speak Spanish. People who speak Spanish but that are not from Spain are Hispanic, which is what I am. And through that, I was able to learn Spanish again, and then decided to take some Spanish courses in college, which really wasn't a good idea because the highest grade I ever got was a B plus, if you can imagine. It's actually kind of sad, but that just gave me more motivation to actually try harder to learn Spanish and gain that confidence that I could actually communicate very well in Spanish, because I spoke Spanish growing up with just my parents, but at a certain age you just stop interacting with your parents that much, and I only spoke Spanish, so I basically had my Spanish in the back seat. My English is more better than my Spanish, since I went to English speaking school, and growing up I spoke English. English was technically my first language, and Spanish came naturally afterwards because of my parents and exposure to it. But it never really stuck to me because of what I just said. Let's go a little bit back into the gameplay here. So, I have Zeke's, I have Thornmail, I have Murktred, and I'm trying to get this mana shield item. I always forget the name of the thing. Cannon something. And I think it's a pretty good item. It has a shield and it has some good health regeneration. And the shield reset is always good. It makes me eat up the initial magic damage that they're able to do from Victor, Lux, and Fiddlesticks. And just look at this Fiddlesticks. Just so crazy. That healing was just massive. And of course nobody has healing reduction. And that's how it commonly goes. No one buys healing reduction, nobody wants to stop their shielding. A lot of people don't know that anti-healing is actually really good during the laning phase, especially if there's somebody who auto-attacks minions for health. Like for example, somebody has Doran's Blade. They're gonna do some poke, and then after you poke them, you're gonna try to regain the health they lost by auto-attacking the minions. And if you're able to reduce their healing that they get, it makes their lane sustain significantly harder, especially manaless champions like Riven, I don't know who else, but that's the first one that comes up to me. Oh, I guess Yasuo and Yone. And it significantly impairs their lane phase because their sustainability gets dropped down significantly by having grievous wounds. So grievous wounds is one of my top items that I use all the time, every game. There's not one build where I don't have anti-healing, because this whole game is about healing. Maybe sometimes experiment with Serpent's Fangs, because shielding even also along with healing is just out of control and just crazy. You could get a burst shield of like almost 1000 HP. So it's a really good idea to stop their healing, because all you need is one person or maybe two people with Serpent's Fang, and it causes a debuff that any other shields on them are like 50% less effective. So it doesn't really matter. Well, it doesn't matter, because you need to do damage. Even though you don't scale on it, it just breaks the shield that they could just keep on spamming like crazy, like on Riven, like this Lux. Basically anybody that you think has a shield, Serpent's Fang is probably going to be a good idea against them. And if you're able to do Serpent's Fang with like a bleed, that's just even more crazy, because the bleed keeps resetting, reproccing the Serpent's Fang debuff. So they have a shield. They will have shields that are 50% less effective during that time. And here's my loss. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and have a good day. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. It was just something just random that I wanted to make, and just wanted to get a couple things off my chest. And here